evening and welcome back to another Celica video, my 1991 Toyota Celica GT. In this video we're going to check the compression in the cylinders in the engine. So before I do the compression tests, I need to check that the engine timing is all fine, and that's an easy job. I just line up the engine until the piston number 1 is at top dead centre on the firing stroke. Then I check the position of the camshafts. If it all lines up, we should be good. So I need to take the plugs out, even though I'm not doing the compression test first. It'll just make it easy to turn the engine with plugs out. I don't have to fight compression. So I'll get the plugs out and the HT leads, and we also need to know where the distributor is when it's on firing stroke on number 1 cylinder. We need to follow the HT leads back. In fact, if I remember right, they're actually numbered on the dizzy cap, so that should help. Anyway, I'll get the plugs out, and we'll need to get this top half of the timing belt cover off as well. And we only need to take top half off because at the bottom half there's a timing marks there. So once I've got it lined up with a top dead centre, which is at a 0 on the right, I don't know how well you can see that. We shouldn't need to take any more off. Just the top timing belt cover now. There's several bolts, and the Ames manual says that the top ones are actually longer than the rest of them. So let's get stuff taken off. Right, so I've upgraded my service tool. That's for shorting out the terminals in the diagnostic connector. I've upgraded it from that to this. It's basically a paper clip. It'd probably be better than the wire. I work in an office, so I thought I'll get a paper clip, got one coated, and just scrape the ends off, so I'll get a good contact, so that'll be handy for diagnosis in the future. I've also tipped a bit of petrol and put 5 litres in a few days ago, and I've just put another 5 litres in. So it's got fresh petrol, and yeah, let's get on with getting the spark plugs out and the top half of the timing belt cover off. Well, I thought I'll show you the plugs while I had them out, and as you can tell, they're really black, they're really sooty, so this engine has definitely been running rich. So that itself is another problem. But let's just deal with one thing at a time. We need to check the timing, make sure the timing's correct, the engine timing. We'll do a compression test, and that will tell us a lot about the health of the engine. This was stuff that was suggested on the Celica forum. So we're going to check everything and see if we can get anywhere. I'm still thinking it's either injectors or vacuum hoses that's causing it from not running properly. So according to the Ames manual, there should be 6 bolts for the top half of this timing belt cover. So far I can only see 3. One there, and one down there. I think there might be another one in here. So let's see if I can get these bolts out. I'll start off with these top 2 ones because they're supposed to be the longest. Got my 3/8 ratchet. I'll probably speed this bit up. So I managed to get 3 out, but there's one down there. It's virtually impossible to get to. Yeah, I'm just a bit loath to dismantle any more of this car because I need it in one piece. I don't want it all in bits. So what I'll do is I'll pull those bolts back on and I'll just go straight to compression test. So this is the compression tester I'm going to use, and it's got various adapters for different kinds of spark plug threads, and it's got these as well, but I don't think I'll be using them. I'll just screw this straight into spark plug hole. So I'll get it set up and we'll do number 1 cylinder first. So we've got it connected to number 1, and the trick with this is to crank it over with the throttle fully wide open. I've disconnected the lead from the coil to the dizzy, so it shouldn't try to spark or anything. Well, there's no spark plugs in anyway, so we'll give it a go, see if it works. Throttle fully open. So we'll look at our reading, and it's 170 psi. So we'll make a note of that. So what I'll do is I'll do the rest of them off camera. You've seen how it works. We'll see where we are once I've made a note of everything. Now, something that I forgot to do was to pull the fuse for the fuel injection, because when I was cranking it over I could smell petrol coming through. So that's something you should do. You should disable your fuel injection while you're doing the compression test, and then I'm going to try put petrol in the cylinders. So carry on with these this compression tests, and I'll let you know the results at the end. So after that thing with taking the fuse out for the fuel injection, I had to do another round of compression tests, because I'd done the first 2 before I pulled the fuse out, and then I carried on, did the readings for numbers 3 and 4, then I thought I'll just do the whole lot again, then it's all the same. And these are the results. So these are the first readings I took. I got 170 on numbers 1 and 2, and it's that was the point where I pulled out the fuse for the fuel injection. And then I got 180 on 3 and 4. Now that's not such a bad result, but I thought I'll just do them all again. And obviously I got 180 on 1, 190 on 2, 180 on 3, 180 on 4. So we could take an average of that. So we get 175 for number 1 average, 180 on 2, 3 and 4. And all those readings, they're all within 10% of each other, which is a general rule of thumb with the engine compressions. Now, so I think the general health of this engine is quite good, so I think we can rule out any compression problems. And I put my trust in CDK Motors when they did this timing belt however many years ago, so I'm quite pleased with that. That's something to eliminate. So I'll get it all buttoned up, I'll give it spark plugs a clean and they can go back in. I need to find out what's causing that rich mixture. I'm suspecting possibly fuel injection, or maybe ECU's try to put too much fuel in, I don't know. I mean, it could be that, it could be this temperature sender for ECU. I think it's that one. That's for the gauge. Can't remember what that one is. I'm sure that's a sender for the ECU, so that could well be a problem. Anyway, get it all buttoned up. Now my Triangle of Doom video should have showed this a bit better, so I'll do it now. Put a bit of water on the headlights. I just turn the ignition on, operate the wipers, as you can see. No Triangle of Doom. Well, that's it for this particular video. We've established that the engine's quite healthy. It's got healthy compression, so that's one thing we can eliminate. So I think I'm going to have to go after vacuum hoses or fuel injectors next, but that'll be for a future video. Hope you enjoyed this one. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, and click that bell for notifications of videos. So as ever, thanks for watching, and I'll see you.